Test. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Okay, test. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Can you hear me? Yes or no? If you're listening, please vote on the poll. Okay, lovely, I can be heard. Let's try that again then. Okay then, everyone, welcome back. We're trying this again for the third time. The first time didn't work because we didn't have it, because the internet was being terrible. The second time didn't work because for some reason I couldn't be heard. But hopefully things will work this time because everyone can hear me. The internet's great today. Yeah. Long story short, let's do this again. And they go through this quite fast because I've already done this twice and I don't want to do it again. So as you know, this is inspired by Adizzpro. I'll add the link into the description. There will be no nuclear bombs. The Netherlands will be represented by this country, by this colour, and since the Netherlands will be buffed quite heavily, if you see your country get absolutely thrashed, deal with it. Anyways, the first thing we're gonna have the Dutch do is declaring war on Belgium. You have them making a push into the Belgian coast, along with a spearhead being made towards Brussels. You have them pushing towards Luxembourg, which they invade with no resistance. Then have the encircling the city and the capitulation of two countries. In the peace terms, we have full annexation. We then have the Dutch declaring war on Denmark. We have the Dutch doing some island hopping, capturing these Danish islands, along with making a few naval landings on the Danish peninsula. All the landing being made on the Copenhagen Islands. We have a push being made in, capturing all the coast on the Danish peninsula. Copenhagen being captured on this island, and the capitulation from Denmark. In the peace terms, you have full annexation. We then have the Dutch declaring war on Denmark. We have them making a push inwards towards German allies Lorraine. Then we have the Germans making a bit of a pushback. We then have the Dutch doing a bit of island hopping and capturing the rest of the Danish peninsula, along with the city of Hamburg. And with that, we have Germany agreeing to peace talks, in which they lose all coastline. We're then going to have them war on France. We have a push being made in capturing the city of Normandy, and making a push towards the city of Paris. We have flying being held around Paris, along with gains being made on Switzerland, and with this we have the French agreeing to peace talks. In the peace talks, this is what France. These are the new borders of France, Netherlands, and the Dutch Empire. We then have the Dutch declaring war on Poland. You have a Dutch push being made into Poland, with the Dutch then capturing what used to be the free city of Gdańsk, which now I believe is Skopje in Polish. And the push being made into the Polish coast. And a spearhead being made towards the capital city of Warsaw. We then have more push. We then have a large push being made in. The capture of Warsaw, and with also this, with most of the land, they agreed to peace talks, and in those peace talks, this is the deal, guys. This is the peace talks. This is the treaty. This is what they get, and also Poland has to pay war reparations. We're now going to have the Dutch going off after their former colonies, but because they want more land, they declare war on all of the Guianas, so French Guiana, Suriname, and Guyana. We have landings being made across the coast of French Guiana and Suriname, capturing Suriname and French Guiana capital. We have landings being made in Guyana, capturing the Guiana coast and the capital, and they all fall all the same. Then full annexation, along with the annexation of Trinidad and Tobago. And we then have them declare war on the Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo, after buying the Angolan exclave of Angola. And we then have a push being made in. We have making a push in, capturing the capital city. Push being made into the Republic of Congo, swiftly taking over. And we then have a very swift and brutal fall of the Democratic Republic of Congo, with Zambia ganging up on the Democratic Republic of the Congo with the Dutch, and these new borders being drawn, with most of the DRC becoming, with most of the Congo becoming a Dutch colony. And then, after I've done this, so it's a bit clearer what is whose. Then have the Dutch declaring war on the Maldives, which after a bit of island hopping they capture successfully. And then we have the declaration of war in Sri Lanka. No one isn't very happy about this until they join the war. We have a push being made in Sri Lanka, capturing the country, along with these Indian islands. And then we have a push being made up in South India, a push being made up the coast. And both coasts. We have landings being made in the Bengal area. Along with the landing being made here, creating one united front against India. Whilst it's in the regular world, this would be terrible for India. Most people think it would be terrible for India, since it's extremely buffed. After you nearly have the capturing of New Delhi, but the defense by the Indians, you then have them getting a bit of a morale boost and making a big push in. You then have them recapturing the Bengal area, along the push being made down the East Indian coast, the recapturing of the Indian Islands, a push being made and capturing the Maldives and Sri Lanka. We have the Dutch being pushed out, and the Dutch nearly being kicked out of India. Well, the Dutch have one last hope. they get Pakistan to join the war. Now, since India was not expecting this, we have Pakistan making a big push, cutting off the Kashmir area, which is then quickly taken. Along with the push being made downwards. And they're getting dangerously close to New Delhi. And now, since the Indians are focusing their troops up there, we then have the Dutch reclaiming of Sri Lanka, the Maldives, the Indian Islands, not to mention we have the capture of Mumbai. And we then, before the Indians get absolutely slaughtered, we have having them agrees to peace talks. Have them capturing most of this and this area over here that I don't know the name of. And this is the new India. Now, since this land is probably getting quite hard to maintain, the Dutch only have a few things they'd like to do left. One, we have them buying Kaliningrad off of Russia. Along with them declaring war on the Baltics. So we have a push being made into Lithuania, along with Latvia. After the capital is taken, they're captured. Same goes for Latvia after the capturing of Riga, and after made in, taking away the coastline of Estonia, then have Estonia surrendering. And this is what the Dutch Empire would look like if it was formed in 2022. They probably could expand more, although I would imagine it's quite hard to maintain, considering that you've got plenty of different ethnicities in the world in your empire. However, this is how it'll probably end up looking. If you would like to see more of these types of videos, please let me know. And if you would, please tell me the country you would like me to do next in the comments.